Very good morning to all. In this video, we'll see traditional approach. This approach is also known as intermediate approach because it takes a midway between the NI approach and NOI approach. That is, up to a certain point, it is NI approach, and after it reaches that point, it becomes an NOI approach. In simple words, I'll explain this. Up to a point, debt increases, the cost of capital decreases, and value of the firm will increase. And this is like NI approach. Beyond that point, debt increases, the cost of capital and the value of the firm remains the same. That is, it is constant, and the cost of equity increases, like NOI approach. This is the format of traditional approach. First, we have to write earnings before interest and tax, like our EBIT and EPS analysis. Here too we'll start with this EBIT, and after that we have to subtract the interest. Okay, we know how to calculate this interest, the debt into the rate of interest, and we'll get EBT. And after that, in EPS analysis we'll subtract tax, but here there is no tax. Okay, here we have to write the cost of equity. That is, this will be given in the problem itself. Okay, that we have to write it here. And next step is we have to find out the market value of equity using the formula EBT divided by KE. Okay, we'll found the EBT and that should be divided by the KE. It is given in the problem. So we'll get market value of equity. Once we got this market value of equity, we have to add the debt. The debt will be given in the problem itself. So we can easily find out the value of the firm. Okay, just like our NI approach, the value of the firm is same here. S plus D is the value of the firm. Okay, next we have to find this overall cost of capital. The formula is same like NI approach, that is EBIT divided by V. We can get the overall cost of capital here. Okay, now we'll see one problem under this traditional approach. Here is the problem. K Limited has an EBIT of rupees 6 lakh. Presently, the company is entirely financed by equity capital of 40 lakh with equity capitalization 16%. Okay, in this problem, the EBIT was given, that is 6 lakh, and it is financed fully by equity capital, that is 40 lakh, and the cost of equity is given, that is 16%. Okay, it is contemplating to redeem a part of its capital by introducing debt financing. Okay, now it's telling they plan to redeem part of the equity capital, and instead of that they are going to introduce debt. Okay, it has two options to raise debt to the tune of 30% or 50% of the total fund. Okay, and the debt content proportion is given, that is 30% and 50% of the total fund. Here the total fund is 40 lakh. Okay, it is expected that for debt financing up to 30% will cost 10%. Okay, if the debt is used up to 30%, the cost, that is the rate of interest, is 10%, and equity capitalization rate will raise to 17%. Earlier the capitalization rate is 16%, now it is raised to 17%. Okay, if 30% debt were used for financing. However, if the firm opts for 50% debt, it will cost 12%. Okay, another case, if the firm opts for 50% debt, it will cost 12%. Okay, the rate of interest is 12 and the capitalization rate is 20%. Compute the market value of the firm, market value of equity, and the overall cost of capital. Okay, now we'll start doing the problem. First, we'll write the information in this tabular format so that it will be easy for us to work out the problem. Okay, here cost of debt is given, and we have three alternatives. That is, first category there is no debt, only equity, and in the second case the company wants to raise 30% debt. Okay, out of the total fund, that is from 40 lakh, 30% is debt content. So 40 lakh into 30% is 12 lakh here. and the third one is 50% debt. 40 lakh into 50% is 20 lakh. So the debt is 20 lakh. And we'll write the cost of debt here. For the first one, there is no debt, so no cost of debt. And for the second one, the cost of debt is 10%. It is given, that we will write. And in the third case, the cost of debt is 12%. That we will write it here. Okay. And the next one is cost of equity will write. And in 0% debt, the cost of equity is 16%. For 30%, it is given, that is it is 17%. And for 50% debt, the cost of equity is 20%. These information are given in the problem, so I'll write all those things. Okay, now we have to find out the cost of equity and value of the firm and overall cost of capital. So finding this equity, we have to find what is the EBT. Okay, for that we'll do it in the format. Okay, EBT. For finding EBT, we have EBIT, that I'll write it in the three alternatives, 6 lakh, 6 lakh and 6 lakh. And now the interest, first category there is no interest, so I'll put 0. And for second alternative, 30% debt, that is 12 lakh debt, and the cost is 10%. So 12 lakh into 10% is 1,20,000. And for the third one, 50% debt, the cost of debt is 12%. So 20 lakh into 12% is 2,40,000. Okay, I'll write all those. And the next step is we'll find EBT. Okay, first category, 6 lakh minus 0, 6 lakh. 6 lakh minus 1,20,000, 4,80,000. For the third one, 6 lakhs minus 2,40,000, 3,60,000. Okay, now we got EBT. Our next step is to find the value of the equity. For that, we need to know what is KE. KE is given in the problem, and I'll write that. 16%, 17%, 20%. And next step is finding the market value of equity. Okay, the formula is EBT divided by KE. So in first category, 6 lakh divided by 16%, 37,50,000. And for second alternative, 4,80,000 is the EBT divided by 17%, 28,23,529. And for the third one, 3,60,000 divided by 20%. So 18 lakh. We know what is yes. So our next step is we have to add the value of debt. For first category, debt is 0. And for second, it is 12 lakh. And for third, it is 20 lakh. So we have to add this to S plus D. So next step is value of the firm, S plus D. For the first one, it is 37,50,000 plus 0. We'll get the same 37,50,000. For the second one, if we add this S and D, we'll get 40,23,529. And for the third one, S is 18 lakh and D is 20 lakh. If we add that, we'll get 38 lakh. Okay. And the last step, we have to find out the overall cost of capital. And the formula for that is EBIT divided by V. Okay. EBIT here is 6 lakh for all the three. So that divided by value of the firm. For the first one, it is 37,50,000. So I'll get 16%. And for the second one, it is 40,23,529. So I'll get 14.9%. And the third one, 6 lakh divided by 38 lakh, I'll get 15.79%. I hope now you understand how to solve this traditional approach problem. Using this format, you can easily solve the problem. Thank you for your patient listening.